We might be talking about some things today about artificial intelligence. It's all about knowing about database. It all started with the C plus program and programming. It's all about knowing about quantitative surveying or quantitative application. This all entails all about the probability about the database. For example, if I want to search for something, there must be a database concerning that particular thing. For example, if I want to search about a house, there should be a database about a house in the system, in the computer system. And when I ask about the color of the house, there should be another database about the color of the house. And when I need the size of the house, there should be another database about the size of the house. And there should be a correlation between these databases. But in terms of artificial intelligence, there are no interactions. There's only correlations. And these correlations are not positive interactions. So when I need something about a house, there must be question. I must give a question, and there must be answers about that house. And for example, if I answer about the color of a house, there tends to be variations or variants of many houses there, and there might be something like the house in the system that you have is a colored house. And that is a database thing. Computer intelligent. It tells me immediately that there's something in the database. And when I type something into it, again, I need a colored house, my colored house, and it will take me to another database linked to this database, but not interacting with this database. And that database will tell me the color of the house that I need. Maybe in that database, I kept something like a variant of 1 million houses. And I told the computer I need my blue house. Then it will search through the database and get me a blue house. The human brain has a part that is known as artificial intelligence. And this artificial intelligence works in this way. If we ask for something based on our database of knowledge and memory, the database comes up. For example, you've met a woman before and you love this woman and you liked her dress, and anytime you walked along a shopping street and you saw something like that, a dress like that, that memory comes into your mind. It picks that database. And then you know definitely that woman wore that dress before. And then memory starts coming up from other databases. That woman was a beautiful woman. That woman was nice. But I tell you, the human brain is more than human intelligent, because it goes into human interactions. It goes into artificial interactions where all these parts interact. So when you see a woman, when you see a dress and it's linked to a woman, the part of the artificial interaction comes into point of view where it relates to you, that there is beauty attached to that dress. There is smell attached to that dress. There is sight attached to that dress, and there's a spoken voice, something that the woman said that kept you in that realm. So it's all interactive. And I want to tell you something about artificial intelligence that made it very beautiful. Is that in these databases, there tends to be a definite progression. And these definite progressions are all attached. So when I type something like, I need a girl, I must have kept something in the database that said something about a girl. Or I need a woman. And that woman, there's going to be flashes of pictures. And the flashes of pictures will be women. Then I'm going to type something. I need Mary. And then Mary picture will show up. If there's no Mary picture in the database, Mary will not show up. But in an interactive mode, in what we call modular interaction or artificial interaction, it goes beyond this. It tells you that even when Mary is not in the database, you will be questioned, and picture of Mary will be shown through previous interactions that you had with Mary. So when you look about this, artificial intelligence is all about programming, but modular interaction goes beyond programming. It's a way of life. It's a human brain. And artificial intelligence and artificial interactions, they are coordinating principles that are based on variants. And these variants are probability. And this probability tends to sit on something, a variable essence. And this variable essence constitutes the mind of the human. Soon we'll have computers. And these computers will be very intelligent computers because they are going to work with artificial intelligence and artificial interaction. Where you come and you speak with them, and they have memories, and then you can talk with them. And then, for example, if I tell the computer, my computer with artificial intelligence, I need a picture, but it will go. The computer will go into the database. I want to get a picture. And then after getting the picture, the computer will move into artificial interaction. And once it gets into artificial interaction, the computer will ask me, what do you need this picture for? I'll tell the computer, I need this picture because I love this woman. And you move back to artificial intelligence. He loves this woman. The database, he loves this woman. He loves this woman because the woman dresses really beautiful. And then to move into the artificial interaction, and artificial interaction will tell me, you love this woman because she dresses very good, but I think you hate her sometimes because there are other databases linked to this that you don't like the way she smells. This is how the human brain works. So in about 1 or 2 years, in about 1 or 2 months, we might have computers that have artificial intelligence and artificial interaction. And when these artificial intelligence and artificial interaction modes are added together, we have the human brain, perception. And perception is an algorithm of all the senses of the human being. The sight, eyesight, the smell, eye smell, the eye hear, and what again? The eye touch, and eye taste. All these are your perceptions. And all this perception works together to give us the thought life. If we don't have these perceptions, which are principles and which are parts of artificial intelligence and artificial interactions, if we don't have these senses, we can have a thought life. And God is all about thought life. And if we don't have thought life, we can have God. And our thought life is a branding of all these senses. So when we love God with our sight, we must appreciate God with our smell. And when we love God with our smell, we would definitely appreciate God with our taste, with our sight, with our smell, with our touch. We want to touch God. Sometimes some people in the conventions cry. They cry very hard. They don't cry very hard. They just shout, I felt him. And they are down. Do you know why? Because all these senses are interacting. So it goes with your wife too. When you love your wife, all these senses interact. And they are all packed together. A relationship between artificial intelligence and artificial interaction. Where your intelligence interacts. If your intelligence doesn't interact, like sight doesn't interact with smell, and smell doesn't interact with hearing, and hearing doesn't interact with touch, and touch doesn't interact with taste, then there is nothing that makes it an intelligent. For it to be an intelligent, for it to be, we lived a life based on C plus and C plus plus, and that was based on artificial intelligence that has no interactions. So there was no brain. It was based on database. So I brought the first one, artificial intelligence, and I'm bringing the second one. I brought the second one, artificial interaction, which brought something into our mind about interactions of the human mind. That if I love somebody, I touch somebody, I love to do what? If I see somebody, I love to touch her. And if I touch her, I love to do what? Kiss her and taste her. And if I kiss her and taste her, I love to hear her. And if I love to hear her, what will I do again? I love to smell her and feel her. So all these are interactive. They interact. So there's not one part of it that is non-interactive. All of them are interactive. The classical meaning and its definition. The classical meaning and the definition of artificial intelligence says that without a database, nothing happens. But interaction says that communication improves the database. Because there's recording in artificial interaction. If artificial interaction is added to artificial intelligence, once you answer a question, or once it answers you a question, it adds into the database. And once it adds into the database, there's an interaction, that what we call meshy cloud. Meshy cloud is a network system that brings all this database that you've been questioned about, or you give to the or you give to the new database, or you give to the new computer. The meshy cloud will mix all this together, shuffle all this together, and give you a definite answer. And that is what is known as meshy cloud. Meshy cloud. I love it. It's a network system. It's the human brain. The human brain is all about meshy cloud. It mesh it all together. Vroom, 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 vroom. When you see the computer, sometimes analyzing data, it tends to be meshy because it's moving. Vroom, 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 vroom. I'm here, artificial intelligence. I'm here, artificial intelligence. But now we have artificial interaction. I'm here, artificial interaction. I'm here, artificial intelligence. At the end of the day, there's network. And the network is meshy. And this network brings all about the human mind. And what we know as pathway is a redefinition to the source of this information. Because in your thought, things are recorded. And I can get into that thought through what? Through perceptions. That's what we know as eye perception. When I know about your thought. And I can know about your thought, all that you had 20 years ago, because when I interact with you and I have your brain in my computer, I can tell what you went through 20 years ago. So it's not just magic, abracadabra, it's science. Oh man, I'm saying amen because I'm a pastor. I love you. Love you. Take this for today. Artificial intelligence and artificial interaction. Bye-bye.